We are finally going to play with Mary's new tumbler.
Only a year after it was new.
Her birthday is literally in a week, and I got this for her last birthday. So we just mounted it. If you want to see that video, I'll put it in the description of the video. It's like somewhere. Top left, top right, something like that. We finally got it mounted to the cinder block and everything. But what we've been waiting on to tumble is this blue tumble. It's been since June since we did an update on this particular tumble. And I will let you see right here, we're just going to clip it in, why it's taken so long. So it's been a minute since we were able to update what we've been doing with this particular tumble. But we tumbled so much of the media off, you know, these got so small that we had to literally go get more stone and do a completely separate tumble just so we had enough to do our final pre-polish and polish stages, because if we didn't, we just wouldn't have had enough. We'd have to put so much ceramic in there, it wouldn't have mattered, you know, it would have defeated the purpose. Tumble. Yeah, it would have been just nothing but ceramics in there for the most part. So that's why it's been so long. We're gonna mount the vibratory tumbler, and we're gonna do pre-polish and polish in that. But that's where we are with this particular tumble. That's why it's been so long since we've released part whatever it is to this video. We'll see you soon. So now you see why it took us so long to get to this stage.
Yeah.
That's no excuse for how long it took to mount the vibratory tumbler. But we think we know what we're doing. Thanks, Rob. We actually have Michigan Rocks up on our TV. We were watching how to use the vibratory tumbler.
For the first time.
Yeah, our very first time. But before we do that, we'll give you a little update on what's going on with all the rocks that were gifted to us.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
We got some really cool stuff from our friends. And this is a new haul.
Yes.
Given to us by our buddy Seth. Now, when I say given, he said, hey, why don't you guys go through it? And if you see anything you want to tumble, go for it.
Right.
And then bring it back, we'll go through it and we'll divide it up. So far, we haven't seen a whole lot that we're going to tumble out of it. But we are cleaning it really well. We're going to run some citric baths through there. He's got some really cool stuff. He's got some really cool, look at this crystal.
Look at this pretty piece.
Yeah.
Little amethyst sphere, little tiny one, and look at that one. It's one of the prettiest things we found in there. So part of this is just going through it for him, getting it clean, because it was, you know, covered with rock dust and all that. And once we literally just did one wash, we found some really pretty stuff. There's just more we have to do. Right now, this is a soap soak that it's doing for a couple of days, and then we'll rinse it off and we'll look at everything again.
You can see how kind of dirty that water is, and that's after rinsing it out like multiple times and cleaning it up.
Yeah.
This is the Chris and Abby haul. We're still cleaning that. We've been slowly but surely sourcing it out, dividing it up into what we think is what we think it is.
This is red stuff, garnets and rubies.
Here's something kind of cool. Take that black light for me.
Yeah.
And we've learned that certain gems and minerals will fluoresce under black light. And if you saw our little short the other day, we have a bunch of amber that they gave us. Look at that. It fluoresces like a green/yellow. Super, super cool. Yeah. But other rocks and gems and minerals will fluoresce as well. One of them being fluorite. Looks really, really cool. Let's see if I can find where's that one piece that was, look at this one. So under regular light, it's green, right? But look at that. I hope it shows up on film. That is like as cobalt blue as you can get.
Yeah.
It is so cool.
So we're having fun with that too.
Yeah. So that's our little update on what's going on with this gigantic haul of rocks that people gifted us. And yes, now back to the vibratory tumbler.
Yes.
Let me pause here for a second. We'll get set up. We have our polish, we got our media, our ceramics, and we are gonna get this thing going. All right. So these have been sitting in water for months. Yeah. Drain these.
Noise.
Give them a little rinse.
Love the colors.
That's pretty clean water. I mean, they've been through multiple tumbles already, and they've even been through a burnish or two. So pretty clean. Don't have to worry about grit or anything on there.
So what next?
So now what we do is we load the drum, right? So we're gonna probably throw some ceramics in there as well. And since we haven't used this drum yet, I'm just gonna do this real fast. I'm not sure. I doubt anything's really in there, but
You never know.
yeah, we're good.
Cool.
So I guess we'll just do this by hand because I don't have a funnel. I think,
That might have to be a future purchase.
yeah.
Here, I'll hold this.
You know
I will
what-
dual duty here.
Yeah, you know what might be a good idea is I think
Y'all are seeing all of this for the first time.
I think Rob does this. He does, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and we use our little Grounds and Hounds Coffee Company mug.
Yeah, I think he cut a piece of PVC.
Buy coffee from them. It supports dog rescue. Okay.
So I'm gonna load it kind of in layers.
Okay.
I've seen people do that. I don't think it really matters after a minute. This is a 4-pound barrel. It's a standard barrel that comes with the Lot-O vibratory tumbler.
Ooh.
You actually see in there.
Yeah.
Some really small pieces in here too, which is good. You fill it kind of pretty close to the top.
7/8. Yeah.
Yeah. Which I don't think is going to be an issue.
Doesn't look like it.
All of these ceramics have been through polish before.
See how rounded the edges are? No sharp pointiness.
Yeah, we're pretty careful with that. I kind of want to buy some of the ceramics that are all those different weird sizes and
Oh yeah.
you know the sharp ones.
Okay. Ooh, almost there.
Almost got it all.
This is so exciting. Yeah, that's exactly how it works.
Yeah. So you just do that for a couple months. The nice thing about the vibratory tumblers is that it takes so much less time.
So much less. You will do one stage with the rotary tumbler, and usually you'll go about a week, maybe 4 or 5 days. But with the vibratory tumbler, 2 days.
2 days, yeah.
Alrighty.
Now we're not as full as maybe we should be, but I don't really know. But I think that's pretty darn close.
Yeah, especially once you layer a little more of that media in there. Yeah, I think one more handful and you're good to go.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Again, learning as we go.
Okay.
Figured it all out.
All right, we'll pause there for a second. We'll come back and we'll do the rest. All righty. Yeah, fight evil, read books.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're pretty much loaded in there if you want to take a look.
Oop, that's blowing it out.
Super bright.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, look at all those pretty colors in there.
Yeah. So now what you do is you fill it full of water, right? Oops, that's really hot. And then, unlike the rotary tumblers, you want to drain a ton of that water out.
Fascinating.
Yeah. So we're going to let that sit there for a minute and drain. You want just enough liquid in the tumbler, in the drum, to keep things moving nice and smoothly. Let's just say smoothly. That's why we're also going to have a spray bottle out there as well in case things start to dry out. So we'll be back in a second. All right, so this is not working. It's just not...
Draining real well?
Yeah, so I know some people will do it through their hands.
Mm-hmm.
But you can see right there, there's just not enough drainage. And I think there's a ton of water still in here. I don't know if you can see it.
Yes.
But that's way too much water. So we're gonna try. I'm gonna try this little technique here real quick. All that.
And do you want to like run it on top of this just in case, so we don't lose anything?
Because all that meat is gonna drop into here too, which would be kind of a pain in the butt.
All right.
We'll try it. I don't think it's gonna work, but
yeah, it did.
yeah, but see, everything fell in there.
So
Now I gotta get that all back in there. That's all right.
we'll see what happens. Nice thing is it's not too much bigger than the.
Yeah. We'll get a different.
This leg, you're learning with us, y'all. Hey, that wasn't so bad. Now you can put a little of it right in there. But you can see what he means.
Yeah.
Some of the media fell on the outside.
Not good.
Not too bad, but not great.
Yeah, we won't do that one again.
But at least it got the water out faster than this one was. This one, the problem was is it was so much metal here, is that it was just blocking most of the outflow.
Yeah, it just created a suction. Or a, what do you call it?
A vacuum?
Vacuum. Which is technically a suction, right?
I think so, yeah.
All right. Now.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know if that's enough. All right, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna add our pre-polish.
Yay.
Now this is an aluminum oxide pre-polish. If you are curious about what polishes we use, you can look down in the description of any of our Rock Tumble videos. We put it in there.
And now, one thing you'll notice, those of you who've been following us for a while, is it's only going to be 2 tablespoons as opposed to 3, even though this is a 4-pound tumbler and not a 3-pound tumbler. You basically use half as much in a vibratory tumbler. In the rotary tumble, it's generally 1 tablespoon per pound of rock, but you need a lot less here, which makes it pretty cool. And then you spritz.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get this.
Cover on, and this pops on, so you want to wait for the.
Kind of pops on there.
Yep.
And then we're gonna put some rubber bands on it as well.
Yes, there's a secret weapon.
But let's go.
They're right there.
Out into the garage first, because we want to get it running. We want to be able to look in there.
Okay.
And we'll be back. So one of the things everybody says is that the little caps that go on here,
These guys.
yeah, they kind of vibrate right off. So almost everybody puts a rubber band or 2 on them. Let's see what we get here. Put that in here like so.
Oh my goodness, the moment of truth.
And I'm gonna take the rubber band here for now.
There's a reason for this.
Yeah, because we want to be able to see what's happening. So with these tumblers, they do not have an on-off switch.
Right.
They literally, you just plug it in and it goes. So why don't you go ahead and plug that bad boy in.
Yay!
We'll see what happens. Wow, that's good motion.
Yeah,
Can we bring the spray bottle out?
Yes, right behind you.
Can I hand this to you?
Absolutely.
That this might not be set properly, but look at it. I mean,
yeah, we mentioned that in the last one that Rob, our Michigan Rocks guru that we follow, had to actually move his dowel to get good movement. He had to unglue it, unnail it, re-situate it, but we have good movement going on. So that is how a vibratory tumbler works. Look how much more gently everything is moving than it's rolling and banging against it.
and I'm being really careful with how much water I put in here. You don't want a ton. Too much will stop it, I think. Stop it from really doing much. And too little, I I think it locks up as well. So you kind of come in and check it every now and then. So we're just gonna...
Want me to stop it so we can put the lid back on?
Yeah, you want to go ahead and unplug it? Do that. I wish there was an on-off switch on these things, but all right, I'll hand this back to you, and we're gonna get.
And we'll get this process down over time, y'all. This is our first time doing all of this, so this is fun. We're trying to figure out who should film what and what hands do what and who's who's-y whatsy.
I'm thinking that'll should hold it, don't you?
I would think so.
Because it's pulling this way a little bit, so here, let's plug it back in and see what the rubber band does.
Okay. Cover your eyes.
I think we're all right.
Yeah.
If not, we'll know soon. We'll come out and check on it a bunch.
Yeah, we'll probably be nerdy about it the first day. Don't worry, fly.
It's not that loud either. Rob
No.
sets his on a towel to keep the noise down, but this is on cardboard because it's easier to slide around.
And in our garage, so
yeah.
we really don't care.
So it looks like it's doing just fine.
Yay!
Pretty excited about that. So we'll come out and check it periodically, and then we'll come back in 2 days to see what it does, what it's done.
That's right.
Yeah, and then we'll do that as a whole video, the reveal.
Yeah.
All right, guys, see you later.